Hi guys, Cliff here. Welcome back to part 9 of the Dancing Wings Fokker Triplane DR1 build. Now, this is a major step. We've made the wingtip skids, so now I can begin the covering. And the covering I'm using is Oratex. It is very expensive actually, 30 quid a roll, made in Germany. Let's break it open and have a look at it. What I'm going to have a go at doing actually is, normally I would cover the bottom and then the top, but I had a tip from, I think it was Dan Durkee, correct me if I'm wrong Dan, but he suggested covering the bottom and then wrap it around right over the top to cover it that way, and then when you shrink it, it actually goes into the scallops, which is of course a brilliant idea. Okay, right, so I want to go around and over. Oh boy, I hope I can do this in one go. Nothing like experimenting on the real thing, is there? Now I'm going to cover from the front up to the back and then over the top like that, and hopefully it'll go in there. Come off of there a little bit. Start in the middle, see if it'll stick to the carbon. Yes, nicely. Okay, just put little bits of heat on here and there, and then if you have to pull it off again, it'll come off quite easily. This is such an exciting time of any build. This is the best part. Well, it's not the best part. There's loads of good parts, but this is a major part. Amazing, from a structure to a wing, just like that. So how are we doing? We've got round the back, round here. This will have to be finished completely because this will have to go down over the front. Okay. And we'll cut this off, and then when I put the top over, it'll wrap around that way. There, in the middle there, a little bit down this end. So what I do sometimes is to put a help in this instance, just put a weight on the wing. So I want a reasonable overlap this side. You don't want it pulling away. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that as you shrink, if you just shrink the top surface, the wing might tend to warp in that direction. So it's a good idea to shrink a little bit on each side. All these wrinkles will come out. I'm just going to start, say, in this corner, draw it across like that, gently up here. Not really pressing down. Might press down this end a bit. On there. Obviously it's going to stick to the wing ribs as I glide over it because I'm touching them. Do the bottom. As I say, I don't want to induce any warps. At this stage I'm just experimenting how it does shrink away, because I don't know. I've not used it before. It's shrinking very nicely, I've got to say. Back up here. I'm not actually rubbing it on the surface, I'm just gliding it gently over the surface. I'll rub it on this bit because it's sheet and I want it to adhere for when I shrink it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to sort of get the heat gun out. I'm going to have a go at these bits and see if they pull in. Looks like it might be working. Just to explain it, it looks like it's working nice, but because I didn't, well, I did actually, I didn't stick it too hard here, so as it heats up, the glue is melting where I've tacked it, and the whole area is pulling, so the whole area is pulling it in, but it looks like it's going to go. Look at that. Huh. Right, let's crack on. I think it's fair to say that's a resounding success. And there we are, one wing covered. We'll stop there, guys, and I'll see what I'm going to cover next. Here's two down. I'm going to start on the middle wing next. That's the one with the lovely cutout for the pilot's vision. I've started actually by putting a little piece on here on the curved bit. And I'm going to try and cut it neatly around when I put the top piece on. In fact, so that's the next one. And two middle wings done. I left the tips on these because the film wasn't quite wide enough, and I've decided to do the tips separately more than turn the film lengthwise, because it's going to create more waste. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough. Anyway, I should do the tip separately. So that's the centre wings done. I wasn't very happy with the finish of the wingtip on the first wing I did, because I didn't stretch it around enough, but since then I've learnt nice technique. So this is the way to do it. First of all, we start with the underneath, and I'm going to do it by a bit of weight on the wing. I'll put weights on the wing, and then you can pull against the weights. Otherwise, when you're pulling, it's all going to move. So the first one is straight. So I'm going to tack that on there. This is going to be painted, so it's going to all blend in. Pull in and heat in as you go. You're moving the wrinkles further and further up into the bit that's going to be trimmed off. I may as well tighten this out because it's not going to go anywhere now. So let's just heat that up. Okay, so I'll find a piece of fabric and I'll show you the little trick we use to get that nice. The wingtip, that's going to be like that, square to that. So if I just mark on there that shape, just over the rib, I think that's just over the rib, yeah. And you can see this isn't a straight line, it's a great big curve. So when I put this on here, it's going to be like that. See about there. So I'm just going to tack that there. Pull in this way now to make sure if I pull that way I get wrinkles, pull this way if I get wrinkles, but just easing it around using the heat of the iron. I'm going to pull it towards me and heat it as I go, and you can see that wrinkles coming out. Well, I'm not even heating it, the wrinkle isn't going in to come out, so I'm pulling, just pull in, it's coming out. Just that little bit at the front. Pull and heat. See how tight we can trim it. Can always go back and cut a bit more off. Okay, not bad. Seen worse, a lot worse on the first wing I did. And now I'm just going to heat this out and it's job done. You see how tight that's pulled, and that's why you've got to make sure it's stuck really well. Okay, nice edges. Good job. Another one done. Okay, here we go. The fuselage begins. I have one roll left, 2 meters. Hopefully it'll be enough. Working methodically and carefully. Go around there, definitely. There we go, on there, down there. I'll try and force it that way. Hopefully all these little diagonal kinks will come out with the hot air gun. Should do. Guess I'm in trouble. That's fine. I'll use the heat gun on the front end, I think. Could use the heat gun on the back. Let's turn that off and do it. Let's use the gun. Let's make some noise. Here we go. That went rather well. That stretched out really nice. Didn't pull away anywhere. All my preparation is paid off, I think. So there's holes to remove. Trim those into the thing. Burn that one out. I'm just going to go over the frame with the flat iron just to stick it to the flat pieces. Now it's shrunk, and I'll come back to you when that side's all done. Brilliant. The other side. The other side. Welcome to the other side. Okay, let's hope it goes as smoothly as the first side. I don't think I had any problems to speak of, so this one should go pretty much exactly the same. Okay, well, here it goes. Wish me luck. Let's go in there. It down there and around the edge, and what I'll do, I'll put the heat on, see if it'll just shrink where it is. Okay, let's see. Gosh, look at that. Okay, I think I'm ready to give it a go. This is going to be a miracle if it works. Here we go, guys. That went alright to this side. This is the side with all the wrinkles. Going. Oh yeah. That's alright. If you remember, you saw the earlier part of the video, how close I came to gluing this in back to front. I had the square bit at the back. Easy mistake to make, but I spotted it just in time while the glue was drying. Sure, beautiful. Right. Yep. That's the fuselage covered then, guys, actually. Ooh, yeah, that's all of it. I've got the tailplane before me and I'm going to cover it. This is the top. How can you tell? Because it says top on this side. This is the top. So I'm going to cover the bottom first. Because I'm running out of film, I'm going to cover it in just some white or text type stuff. Okay, now let's see. Bolts for the strut. Nice, very nice. That gives me a taste of the colour scheme now. Yeah, lovely. Well, there you go, guys. So that completes part 9 of the build. Part 10 will be continuing with the same, getting on with more covering and just enjoying it. But it's getting there now. I'm really quite excited to see how she's taking shape. I hope you are too. Leave us a comment below. Give the old video a like, and if you want to be sure of seeing part 10, hit the little subscribe button and I'll see you then. Thanks for looking in, guys. Cheers. Cheers, cheers. I need that chair. No use you purring, gal. It's no use you purring. I need that chair. Yay. Whee! Don't like that, do you? You gonna jump off? Hey. Come on, move your body. Come on. Come on. Off. Off the chair. Come on. Off. Yeah, no, don't purr. Come on. Let's lift your bulk off. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. Oh, come on now. Come on. No, you're coming off. You made it nice and warm, haven't you? Come on, you lump. Oh, why can I do? Yo, look, I'll put you on my other chair.